add all the Hamming distances. Okay, so A0, A1, this is B2, and this is C3. So I'm following this path, like A0, A1, B2, and C3. You can follow my cursor, A0, A1, B2, C3. Okay, so you have to just add all the Hamming distances. So A0 to A1, this is 2. A1 to B2, this is 1. From B2 to C3, this is 2. Okay, so the addition will be 2 plus 1 plus 2. So that will be 5. Okay, so this is 5. Let me just erase all the previous Hamming distances. Okay, so now we are following this path. Okay, A0, A1, B2, and C3. So we have to add all the Hamming distances. So we have got 5, right? Then for the next possibility, just erase it. Okay. For the next possibility, we are considering A0, A1, B2, and D3, right? This A0, A1, B2, and D3. So this is 3. You can calculate that from B2 to D3, the Hamming distance is 0 we have got. From A1 to B2, the Hamming distance is 1. From A0 to A1, the Hamming distance is 2. So 2 plus 1 plus 0, so it's 3. Okay, so in this way you have to write all the possible paths and corresponding path matrices. Okay, so just okay, if you consider this value, this path A0, so from A0, that means I'm telling about this path A0, B1, C2, and A3. A0, B1, C2, and A3. Okay, we are starting from A0. Next state is B1. From B1 considered as a present state, the next state is C2. So from C2 considered as a present state, the next state is A3. Okay, so from this path from A0 to A3, so we have to add all the Hamming distances. So what we have got, from A0 to B1, the Hamming distance is 0. From B1 to C2, the Hamming distance is 0. And from C1 to A3, the Hamming distance is 1. This is written here. This is 1, 1. Okay, this is 1, 1 is the output. So when we add, this is 0, 0, and this is 1. So the path matrix is a 1. Again, when we consider the A0, B1, C2, and B3, so A0, B1, C2, and B3. Okay, so then this is 0, this is 0 again, and this is also 1. So this is 0, 0, this is 1. So you have to add all the Hamming distances. So you will get the path matrix as 1. So this is 1, right? So again, so in this way you have to draw all the possible paths and corresponding path matrices, by adding all the Hamming distances. Okay, and the Hamming distance you have already computed. And like before calculation, this is A0, B1, D2, C3. That means A0, B1, D2, C3. That means this path. Okay, A0, B1, D2, C3. Okay, so from this path, the path matrix will be, this is 0, this is 2, and this is again 0. So this is 2. The path matrix will be 2. So this is 2. Okay, you can say this is 2. Now again, the last possible path is A0, B1, D2. The previous one was A0, B1, D2 and C3. Then the last possible path will be A0, B1, D2 and D3. Okay, so what will be the path matrix? This is 2, this is 2, this is also 2, and this is 0. So 2 to 4. Okay, so the path matrix will be 4. Okay, so the path matrix is 4. You can see that. So I have written all the possible paths starting from A0 and corresponding path matrices. Now, what we will do with these path matrices? So this is the determining case that when we will get any this path matrix as 0, any number, if it will be 0, that means any path matrix, if it is 0, then the received code is to be considered as a error-free code. That means if here it is written that I've written that if any path matrix value is 0, then it will be considered that we have received the error-free code. Okay, so from this example we don't have any kind of path matrix which is 0. So this is a error code. Okay, this is considered to be error code we have received. So in this example we have received code. Okay, so it is written that in this example the received code causes error as all the path matrix value is non-zero. So you can see that there is no any kind of zero value. Okay, all the path matrix is non-zero. 4 4 5 3 1 1 2 0 2 4. Okay, so this is a condition that when we will get any path with path matrix 0, then the received code is to be considered as an error-free code. Okay, when it is not, then this is an error code. So from this we will come to the conclusion that we have received an error code or not. Okay, now this is also written here that consider this path. Okay, from this path A0, B1, D2, D3, the path matrix we have got is 4. Okay, so assume that this path matrix is 0. Suppose this is a 0. From another example, we have calculated the path matrix is 0. That means this is 0. So what is the path? A0, B1, D2, D3. So from the code trellis, from the code trellis diagram, that means this path. Okay, suppose this path A0, B1, D2 and D3, this path matrix is 0. Okay, then we will come to the conclusion that we have received error-free code, and we can retrieve the input message also from this technique. How? This is very important, that from this path A0, B1, D2, D3. Okay, I'm following this path. So it's starting from A0 to B1, B1 to D2 and D2 to D3. Okay, so the path matrix we have got is 0. Suppose I'm assuming, okay, if this is 0, the path matrix is 0, then we have to consider that for what input this path, if you see that when I'm coming from A0 to B1, so this is a dotted line. That means the input is 1. For B1, when I'm coming from B1 to D2, we again following the dotted line. So again the input is 1, because dotted line is used for input 1. I've already told previously. So this is the dotted line is 1 and the bold line is for 0. Okay, so from this path, when I'm following this path from A0 to P1, the